Hello and welcome again to Stocks Advisor channel. Today we'll talk about Sonos Incorporated, traded at NASDAQ, ticker name SONO. Well, as you can see, SONO that finished today with a small white candle, and the price action was actually around 21, going higher and lower than that number. And we see also some small shadows here in this small body white candle, which means that the price action, generally speaking, could be either way. But there is one interesting situation here, is the fact that moving average 20 is now catching up with the price action, and usually this means that we should have some decisive action here from tomorrow's opening, and in that sense it could be quite bullish momentum. Therefore this stock attracted our attention. Let's do a quick analysis on it. So first of all, what can we see here for Sonos? We can see that by middle of November, we observed, actually after starting from beginning of November, a nice recovery sequence. We observed this nice opening with a jump, and you see the price action went really high. Of course, you can call here two levels. Actually, it's up to 22 plus, or you can say it was just till 20. So here two important levels to keep in mind. And in that sense, of course, we see that further on the volatility was ongoing within this channel, slightly flagging upwards, but still it was just in this area. And if you look here, the price action overall, it's kind of was moving within these two channels, R1 and R2. And now what we see after the reaching top of R2, we are declining now. So now the question is, will the moving average 20, which is approaching from the bottom, this green line, push the price higher? And this usually takes place, this usually happens when we see these kind of situations. Even if there is a further piercing downwards, still it means that there will be a major pullback. After, actually, if there is a major pullback, there will be very strong reversal spike as well. So in both cases, we can have quite interesting play here for Sono. And as always, when we're speaking of moving averages, actually here we have three moving averages depicted. It's moving average 20, 50, and 200, being green, blue, and red lines correspondingly. Here on the left, you see their depiction, and on the right, actually, you see how they behave these days. So now what we can conclude from this, moving average 200, the red line is actually going straight. So it's, although it's positive, but actually it's moving straight, means that its second derivative is 0, so it's neither accelerative or decelerative. Moving average 50, the blue line, looks like slightly is about to bend, but still it could be also fake feeling, because momentum second derivative, so momentum acceleration is negative, so it's kind of decelerating, but it can change any moment just with some volume and some positive move as well. So here's a little bit indecisive. And if you look at moving average 20, the green line, it's really going straight, and really momentum wise it's accelerative, taking average of several days, it's also just going straight, kind of a steady go, a steady flow without acceleration or deceleration. But what is interesting here is RSI action. So after the jump we saw from middle of November, RSI was all the time overbought, which is no surprise, of course. And then after declining, having this not really decline but pullback from R1 towards R2 that we were seeing last week, RSI went slightly downwards, but now it's turning up. So it could be a reversal to have a secondary area of overbought, which is normal for these kind of actions, which means that we can again face towards R1 channel. And if this is going to happen towards the top of R1, we might have a nice play here. So it is advised therefore to enter already at the current levels if we can. Tomorrow opening will allow us to do so. Then we can go all the way until at least the previous opening, the previous height. So these, let's draw it with a straight line. So that level, or even all the way until actually R1. So in both cases, it would be quite nice play, 5-7%. So anything above this level S1 and R1 would be good play and interesting to sell. So it could be up to 5-10% immediate profit. And if we go higher and then rebounds or we actually decline immediately, there would be very well echeloned average down opportunities here, although less probable in this case, but still if this happens, there is a very well supported level just below 18. By that time also moving average 50 will be catching there, and actually you can buy anything in the vicinity of it already as an average down, and we should expect a serious rebounds from these levels here as well. And as always, if price declines further, of course, there is another support level very well defined and actually will work as a very good support line. Here, if you look carefully, it is actually in the vicinity of 16, just a little bit higher. It's here, and actually it was formed previously as a kind of volatility level, but then from October and by end of October and beginning of November, actually it was confirmed to be a support line instead of volatility level. If we call this S2, S3, actually anything in the vicinity of or just below S3 would be another entry position here, and this will go all the way until another support level at about 15 here, which is let's take straight, which is this level. Well, with this having said, again, it's not at all we go that low because momentum here is quite bullish, but just as always we do at our channel, we provide all possible negative situations to be sure that we make the best, we play the best, and we make the most profit and take the least loss. And in this case, it's more optimization towards hedging the losses rather than really betting on the big profit, because this gap should be still appreciated as a possible risk, and therefore it's advised to buy with 1-1-2 approach, meaning that the money would like to play here, you need to split in 4 portions. Then you buy with 1, average down first time with 1, and second time if needed with 2. This way you will have the best actually support levels and best optimization profit versus loss. But overall, this stock either immediately bullish from tomorrow, so it's quite a short-term call, or if it declines a little bit within the size of this gap all the way until moving average 50, we can also buy to have a nice rebounds. It's still difficult to say about possible, let's say, trade channels here and openings. We still need to see how it will go, but yeah, it's more about the rebouncing play, but still this stock is quite bullish midterm, because here you see formation of another trend. This brown line, let's call it T1, and also, by the way, it coincides with our second, actually the last support level here. If the price even go all the way down, this trend should be still confirmed, because it looks like it's forming and it's quite strong. It also could go more acceleration, because if you look carefully here, it looks like we're about to start a new trend, but still we will see if it will be confirmed or not. The angle is still unclear here, because we will have it once if the rebounds takes place, and we know the point from where we will again, let's say, go high below the channel R2. But it's still too early to talk about this part. We will come back later to this stock to understand the future actually behavior. We will come back later to it. But for the moment, indeed, again, not to repeat too many times, this is very bullish momentarily. If not confirmed, then very nice entry position here with a very profiting and promising opportunity to do up to 15+% from the second entry level, if any. So with this, good luck with Sono. That's all. As you can see, this stock could be immediately bullish or later very profitable. We'll be also watching it, and later we'll come back to it to understand the new channel openings here and to see how it will trade further. So good luck on it, and see you at another episodes of Stocks Advisor channel.